I always thought about harming myself.
I'm shy. I struggled with making friends.
I never thought I could do anything. I have extremely low self esteem.
Lately, I've been eating my pain away. Just throw it back up. I've been struggling to lose weight.
Somebody said I don't fit in just because I wear my hair the way I like it.
1 out of 5 American girls suffer from mental health problems. Don't be that girl. Talk to someone.
Those thoughts I had are long gone, for I have a future I need to get to.
In order to get better, I had to do better. I learned how to make friends.
I believe in myself. That's when everyone else did, I set an example.
Instead of me eating everything, I started watching my calories. The weight is falling off.
I wanted to change my hair, but I decided it was for me. It's for me.
A PSA from the Curvy Girl Project.
And good morning, and welcome to Expose Under the Sun, sponsored by the Detroit Native Sun newspaper. I'm your host, Darwin Griffin, and I've got a very enlightening half an hour that I'll be spending with a very special guest today. His name is Mr. Marvin Franklin, and he's going to talk about a golf outing that an organization that he and I sit on the executive board with, Western Wayne County NAACP. And remember how I say it, because that's the way that they want to make sure that we say it now. Instead of saying NAACP, they want us to say NAACP. So we're putting the emphasis on the two A's in the middle of the N and the C and the P. But again, our show is live. And if you'd like to call into the show, our call-in numbers are area code 313-868-0342, 313-868-0351, or 313-868-4336. Website is www.tv33whpr.com. And you are watching us live from the awesome cities of Detroit, Michigan, under the auspices of the Honorable Mayor, Mike Duggan, as well as the phenomenal city of Highland Park, Michigan, under the auspices of the Honorable Mayor Glenda McDonald. But before we get started, just want to say that this was a pretty long week last week for me, because I lost my, as I call her, my other mother. Her name was Lula Jones, and we had her homegoing service at Fellowship Chapel last Friday. So again, I want to give a shout out to everyone over at Fellowship Chapel and also over at Pi Funeral Home for doing a phenomenal job for the services, the homegoing services. And thank you to Dr. Reverend Wendell Anthony and the ministers and some of the other individuals there that also assisted with making the transition a seamless delivery of the services. So again, I do want to thank everyone for being a part of a homegoing service for my other mother, Miss Lula Jones. But before we get started, too, I just want to let everyone know, too, that there is a couple of things that's coming up. This is going to be a busy week, and it's going to be a busy month. So I do want everybody to stay safe. I know we've got the fireworks coming up later this month, so definitely want all of the people to go and enjoy the fireworks and to arrive there safely and to be able to go and get back home safely as well. So make certain, be courteous, be patient, and it's going to be a lot of people in the phenomenal city of Detroit. As well as everybody knows that back in '63 there was a walk that Martin Luther King Jr. was a part of. And it was a walk that went down Woodward Avenue down to the river. And there's going to be a Freedom Walk coming up with the Detroit branch of NAACP that's coming up on the 24th. So they're going to, let everyone know that it was involved, because it was like over 10,000 people that were involved in that walk back then, and they would like to see that many to come out and remember the walk that was held back then in '63. So they're going to unveil a statue of Martin Luther King Jr. at Hart Plaza later this month as well too. And then also the Freedom Fund dinner, which everybody loves to go to, and that's going to be held on the 25th of this month down at Huntington Place. And the thing that I'm excited about is that Senator, my fraternity brother, Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity brother, Raphael Warnock, the Reverend Raphael Warnock, the Senator Raphael Warnock, he's got multiple titles. He's going to be the keynote speaker. So you definitely don't want to miss the dinner and all of the festivities before and after the dinner as well. But today, I've got a good friend of mine. His name is Marvin Franklin. And Marvin is on to talk about a golf outing that he and his education committee are going to be holding next month. And he'd like to get your support if you'd like to support either in a donation or as a sponsor to, give this, because this is for a educational committee that he chairs, and it's a fundraiser. So we give scholarships out with Western Wayne County NAACP to a lot of young people that are looking to go to college, may have a little bit of some financial challenges that might not enable them to be able to go off to a higher level of learning. So that's what this fundraiser would give people an opportunity to do. But without further ado, I'd like to bring on my colleague, my friend, my brother, Marvin Franklin. Marvin, welcome to Expose Under the Sun.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. Number one, I'd like to say, I'm sorry for your loss.
Appreciate it.
And still glad that you're here with us today, carrying on the legacy of your family.
Yeah, she was 96 years young.
96 years young. That's a blessing.
Absolutely.
Absolute blessing.
But Marvin, so let's talk about the legacy that Marvin Franklin is developing for his son and his son's children as well. So who is Marvin Franklin?
Well, I was born in Gary, Indiana, raised in Detroit.
Gary, Indiana. What I'm thinking about, who's that? There was a singer that was also born and raised.
Family, yeah.
Right, there in Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, the Jacksons.
Right.
Yes. And Glenn Robinson is also from Gary, Indiana. It's a small city with a lot of powerful pack, with a lot of absolutely amazing people that have a lot of resilience to come out of Gary.
And now you're here
and
from Gary, Indiana.
Yes, I am here and enjoying it. A product of Detroit Public Schools, went off and became a teacher and assistant principal and principal in the city of Detroit also. At my last school was Ralph Bunch Elementary School.
Okay.
And now I'm a consultant with Wayne Risa. And in that, I met the president a few years ago while we were talking about legacy. My mother passed in 2018.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And so we, my father and my brother and I, decided to get a scholarship fund in honor of my mother. And so at River Rouge High School.
Okay.
And so we were on stage to present the award, and Gina was there with the education, with the scholarship.
Gina was the steward.
Yeah, Gina
Okay.
Stewart, the president of Western Wayne County NAACP. And so as we were talking, she said that you should join. I think that you've got the great passion. And so I said, okay. And she gave me her card, and I don't think she thought I was going to join at all, but I went on and joined and became a part of this wonderful group. And Since I'm in the field of education, almost 30 years, I said, well, I'd love to be the education chair. So we try to get a couple of things in place to help the kids in Western Wayne County as it relates to education. There are a lot of challenges that we need to make sure that we are in front of. At 18, all of our kids at the age of 18, we want to ensure that they are all ready to vote and they are educated in the local and national news so that they're ready to be informed informed voters, as well as understanding what civil rights is. And those are some of the things that we're trying to ensure with the Education Committee, that we're getting out there and we're developing a few partnerships with some senators, Senator Erica Geis, and our group would like to do some things. We've been getting into the school board meetings and seeing the challenges that are facing our schools. Wayne County also has, I want to say, 5 or 6 African American male superintendents, and so we are working on getting them together and trying to develop a forum to talk about some of the challenges that are facing our community and our children.
You know, and it's so interesting because when you said about those superintendents, you know, I got to give a shout out to my other frat brother, Dr. Derek Coleman, down in River Rouge.
Yes,
so go ahead.
yes. And Dr. Joshua Tallison is one of your fraternity brothers also.
You got to introduce me to him, so
Yes,
that's going to be the next step.
He's Dr. Tallison is a Kentucky State grad, go Breds. Just he and I went to school together, and absolutely amazing, brilliant superintendent of E-Course. So that leads us all the way up to what we're trying to get going with this golf outing. And so we understand that you need financial assistance to help move initiatives and things into place. And we have the Freedom Fund dinner as one of our main fundraisers. Mm-hmm. And we do develop funds to give scholarships, and that's been an absolutely amazing thing for us and for the kids. I've seen quite a few of them, been on the committee to the scholarship committee to read their applications and get them through. That's been a wonderful thing, a wonderful achievement. But in our conversations, we talked about the need to also get our kids at Black college tours. Mm-hmm. And so we'd like to generate some funds to get HBCU tour to pay for a few kids, because we also know that students that go, Black kids, minority students that go to HBCUs graduate at a higher rate. They excel and want to pursue advanced degrees at a higher rate, and they get their doctorates at a higher level. Mm-hmm. And so also those campuses put a lot of our kids, especially when we talk about Western Wayne County, E-Course, Romulus, Allen Park, Lincoln Park, all those areas, it is imperative that we get a place for our students to see themselves being successful. They see themselves in an environment that is conducive to learning for them, that cradles their and nurtures everything that's what's within them, and helps them to find out their inner brilliance. And so that's one of our passions. There are, as a fundraiser, as a golf outing, there's so many different levels that everybody can help. It's not just about, okay, well, this is for golfers only. Mm-hmm. There are different kinds of contributions and donations, and we've got a wide array of things going on. The largest sponsorship is $3,000, and that includes 4 golfers also, as well as signage and information to all of our membership. We also have a $2,500 sponsorship, $1,500 sponsorship, and each of those are very similar, just a little bit different as far as the signage is concerned. And we have what's most popular is our whole sponsorships, and whole sponsorships are $150, mm-hmm. and small businesses, organizations, groups, clubs, if you want to find a way to contribute to a great cause, get you a hole sponsor. It's a T sign. It's a hole signage, and all of the golfers will get a chance to see, what you have there. Most people have small businesses, and they'll have like a QR code or information to help you get to where they are. Some people have special prices on their things. If you go through, you've said that you saw this at the golf outing, and we also have one group that's going to be out there at their hole, and they're going to pass out some things. Some of their literature about their place of business. So it's going to be a wonderful time. We'll have trophies for the winning team. It's a four-man scramble format.
When you say, so for the person that's a novice golfer, what do you mean when you say a four-man scramble?
So a four-man scramble is it's a team of four, and each person will hit a ball, and you'll play the best ball. You don't have to play all of them. You just play the best ball. And then you calculate the score from that point on. And it makes it a collaborative effort between the four. It's also a bit faster than if everyone plays individually. And it gives a competitive number to the group so that we can, acknowledge a group as we're going through this charity event. There'll be two closest to the pin, or one for women, one for men.
See, when you use the terminology, for the few people that might not know, that might not have kept up with Tiger Woods or other golfers in the past, when you say the pin, what is the pin?
So closest to the pin is a contest on par threes. Par threes are the shortest holes on the golf course, and you typically can get on the green in one shot. In regulation, that would be everybody's wish. They don't always do that, but it's a distance, so it's very, very easy to do, or easier to do. And if you get the ball closest to the pin or the hole, they'll mark it, they'll put a name on it, they'll say Darwin Griffin is right here, 3 feet from the hole, and then other people will try to get closer. If they do get closer, they'll move it a little bit closer to the pin, and then they'll write their name. And that's always a wonderful contest for golfers to show off their accuracy. And then there's also a longest drive, and the longest drive is typically on par fives. So those are the longer holes where you have opportunity to hit it further and straighter with your driver, and that's always a big one. Usually the younger guys get that. You have to have the ball in the fairway for that to count. You can't hit it in the bushes and real far in that matter at all. But like I said, just a couple of great contests for people. And we've had teams that come in the same shirts and little teams together. It's really a fun thing. This is our first annual golf outing. And we're really looking forward to getting some things started with that. I've had a lot of wonderful conversations with some sponsors, and I'm looking forward to sealing the deal very closely with quite a few of those.
Any particular sponsors that are tentative or pretty much like that you can announce that may be major sponsors of the event?
I'm not ready to do that just yet. They're still in the work, really close, and some I'm really happy. I can't wait to announce. But what we have had is we've had some donations from some wonderful organizations. The House of Pure Vin has donated 4 gift cards to their wonderful establishment. I don't know if you're familiar with the House of Pure Vin.
I am. Yeah, even though I don't drink wine, but I'm still familiar with. So that might be one of those. If I won, I'd re-gift that and give it to someone else.
And that'd be great. It's a wonderful business owned by I believe 4 African American women. Okay. It's downtown Detroit. It's a great place to visit. My wife and I have been there before. And really excited about that. We also have Detroit City Distillery that has provided a gift also. and we've had some private donors that have given some gifts. It's just a work in progress being the first one, and I'm so excited about each and everything. The golf outing will be on July the 1st at Taylor Meadows Golf Course, which is also within our area. We have invited the police officers, the firefighters of all of our cities. I'm hopeful that we get some recognition from each one of those communities that we service, get out there and have some friendly competitions. And it's going to just get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's my hope, my wish, my mission in life.
So if somebody wants to get more information about the golf outing, they want to get the time, the location, and any other information, as far as say how much it would cost to participate, give if there's a phone number or website that they can go to.
So there is you can get all of the information on Western Wayne County's NAACP's website. They just look for the fundraiser. It's under there. For me, if you want to email me, Marvin Franklin, at www.naacpeducation@gmail.com. I'd love to walk you through each one of the sponsorship offers. You can also just give a donation. If you've got $10 and you want to go, there's a website. It's an event website. You go right onto the website and put your donation in, and we will definitely find a way to acknowledge each and every person who donates, because every little bit counts. We are really looking forward to blessing a couple of people this fall. We're looking forward to it.
And now, in the few minutes we have left, Marvin, I know you wear multiple tasks and multiple hats with Western Wayne County NAACP. Now, there's also another fundraiser that's going to be coming up in October. Can you talk about that as well? Because I know you're one of the co-chairs, along with Ms. Takema Jackson, for that.
So I have worked really hard with Takema over several years. I am not the co-chair this year. I was the co-chair last year.
And it was an awesome event.
It was awesome. It was absolutely amazing. And this year in October, it will be at Soho in Westland.
I believe so.
In Westland. It's a wonderful way to get a chance to see a lot of great people. It's the food is amazing. The entertainment is great.
And it's going to seat about up to 1,000 people, isn't it?
Yes.
Because I know the one last year that we had down at Crystal Gardens, I think it was could seat about 500 people.
500.
I think this
yes.
one for about 1,000, and then you emceed it last year.
I was the master of ceremonies.
Did a phenomenal job. So I had to look at you and I'm like, look at this young man, just sitting up here, just bringing everybody on and just having a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I did a lot of sweating. That was a nervous time. It's a lot of things that you have to navigate. I'm sure you're sure, as a former MC also.
But it was different when we did it during COVID, that we did it from home. Mm-hmm. So it was all through Zoom. But here now, everybody can look and see you right there close and personal. So it's like if there was anything that happened, you had to ad-lib, and you did a phenomenal job, with that. So now, one thing that I'll ask, too, in terms of so if they want to get more information and they want to join Western Wayne County NAACP, we've got our next meeting coming up at Pastor John Hearn's church out in Garden City. That's going to be next Monday, correct?
Correct.
And that's going to be 7 o'clock. And I know he's going to be upset with me when I can't remember. I think it's Christian Faith Ministries. Is that the name of his church?
You got it. You're right on track. That's
okay,
it.
on Marquette, there by Inkster and Ford Roads.
Oh, you're doing a phenomenal job.
Oh, listen, that's why you were a former principal. So, just the only thing that I'm probably looking at is probably saying, okay, fine. Now I get the little star on my head. And
you get
that
a gold
kind of
star,
right.
scratch and sniff. Yes.
From the principal himself. So, but the thing that we'd like for people to come and join us with Western Wayne County NAACP under the President Gina Wilson Stewart, the first and second vice chairs our presidents being Pastor John Hearn, and then also Velma Jean Overman.
Yes.
And, myself, I went to Labor and Industry Committee, you with Education, Jessica Kennedy, and
For the
Cassie
youth,
Jones,
Jessica,
right?
with
Cassidy. Communication.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a lot of people that, are involved, with us. So if you'd like to come and join us, with Western Wayne County NAACP, you're definitely welcome to come and do that and to be a part, because we've got a lot of committees. We've got a lot of good people that are chairing the committees like yourself, and we want to get more and more people involved in, our chapter.
I couldn't agree more. Dr. Stiles Simmons from Westwood will be one of our guests in the meeting next week also. And I'm really excited about all of these opportunities. And we need more. We can always use more members. It's a lot of wonderful work, and it's fulfilling work within our community. And we need you. We need you to come on out. I could definitely use some more help with this education committee. So come on out.
Well, Marvin, it has been a pleasure, having you on the show. Is there anything in conclusion? Give that contact information again one more time for your event.
So you can reach out to me on my email address at www.naacpeducation@gmail.com. You can also find information about the golf outing. The event is also on our website in Western Wayne County, naacp.com. What else did you ask me?
So so you gave the phone number, you gave the location, and the address. Is it address? You say it's Taylor Meadows?
It's Taylor Meadows Golf Course. You can also if you're not a golfer but you want to come out and contribute and you want to see all the great people, which I am also advocate that you come on out. A dinner only is $50. Come on out and break bread with us. Bernard Jackson is going to put together a great event for us to take some pictures and just have a really great time as we are introducing. This is also the golf outing in and of itself is just a wonderful opportunity for us to enjoy each other's company and talk about all the great things that we can and will be. And it is just the beginning, moving into the Freedom Fund dinner for scholarship for fundraising. I know that Detroit has some great things going on, but we have some things right here at Western
Wayne County.
Yeah,
right.
Western Wayne County also.
All right, Marvin, it has been a pleasure having you on the show. We definitely have to have you back on again, especially before the Freedom Fund dinner in October. But I do want to give one other shout out to Ms. Sharon Dumas, and I want to rephrase that and say Dr. Sharon Dumas, who was awarded her doctorate. So she just went down to Atlanta, and she was awarded a doctorate. So when now you see, Sharon Dumas also, does the show with us on occasions as well. So now when you see Full and Fabulous, Curvy Girl Project, you will also be able to go and see the new Dr.
Dumas.
Sharon Dumas. So again, congratulations to you, Sharon. But you've been watching Expose Under the Sun, sponsored by the Detroit Native Sun newspaper. If you'd like to get a copy of the Detroit Native Sun newspaper, you can contact Ms. Valerie Lockhart at area code 313-457-5944. Have a phenomenal, great rest of this day.
Here at the Full and Fabulous Curvy Girl Project, we don't just focus on health, beauty, and self-esteem. We also offer an amazing summer program for young ladies ages 12 to 18. For more information, visit our website at fullandfabulous.org. See you soon.